in TMAC. Okay. So good evening, everybody. Happy Monday, first Monday of October. Woohoo! We are off to a banging start. I'm telling you what, I am so excited about these next 3 months. I just feel so good about it, you guys. So first of all, what is happening this month? Can you believe it? Our global convention. You have to make sure, no matter what, that you have your ticket to global convention, that you do whatever you can to find a place to gather together if you can. Those 2 tickets you have, whether you purchased them or you earned your ticket for free, find someone to utilize them so that you don't want to. I know that there will be regret if you do not take those free tickets and get someone that can access global convention either with you or on their own. So make sure that you utilize those, you guys, because global convention is just going to be such a twist. And this is what we're hearing. I don't know when they said this, but we have heard that even the top distributors of LifeVantage, Michele said this, they don't even know what's coming. There are so many things that are going to blow their minds. So Taylor Voris said that. 5 for 5 is already going on. Performance Club is going on, like always. We're going to talk about 5 for 5 tonight. One of the top enrollers in the globe, in the world, is on our Zoom tonight. So crazy, so phenomenal. We get to hear her story and how she did that. But let's get a bunch of people in the pool this month. I know that we can do it. Tina is less than 100 PB away from the 500 already, which is huge. Yeah, I know, incredible. On October 5th, so good. So there is no not getting into the pool, Tina. And I know that all of you on here, every single person on here, I know that we can all get at least one share. So let's get it done. Let's make it the best month ever. And then I want to congratulate Caleb Erdmanchek. He hit Pro 2 again, and that was a really big goal of his. He was so proud of himself for doing that. So Caleb, congratulations if you're seeing this back or you see this on Team Act. And then I have to congratulate real quickly the Performance Club qualifiers for the month of September. We had Christy Spaniel in again, Sheila and Michael Powell, Vicky Meyergard. Vicky, her first time, right? Yeah! Kim Farniak, Gloria Brinker, Colleen Holtz, Christy and David Westmoreland. Marcy Gainier was in again, Jen Pensinger, Jen Dykstra, Jamie Knupp. I don't know how to, Jamie Knupp. Tom and Alyssa Spaniel, and that was Jamie's first time as well. Congratulations, Jamie. That was so huge for you. Tina Van Heel, she was in, and then me and Mr. Sheldon, we were in as well. So congratulations, everybody. And just a reminder, tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Mountain, that is when the celebration takes place. And you know, you have to show up in your best hat, best sunglasses, like don't look like yourself, basically, is what you want to do when you show up for the celebration. So I'm gonna let Amanda in really quick. So let's get to our very special guest. I know that this is gonna be such a treat for you guys. We have Michele Voris here with us tonight. She is a Pro 3 in the company. She got in on Valentine's Day. It was a Valentine gift to herself. She has an amazing bio, but I want to hear her tell us her bio, because this woman is a jack of all trades. And you know how we've always said this, and I've told a lot of you this, like busy people get stuff done. And I know some of us even have contemplated at times whether we keep our job or we go all in with LifeVantage. And typically the consensus is stay in your job and work LifeVantage, because I think that we are more disciplined with our time when we do that. This chick is so disciplined and so busy. It's just crazy. But I also know, I was telling Kyle, we were talking about Michele the other day when we heard she got 5 shares of the bonus pool, you guys. And I told him, Michele called us one time after a Sunday night training that we did. And we had a beautiful conversation with her. And I could just hear in her heart, like I could hear her why. You could hear her passion. You could hear her drive. And I have to believe that that is what drove her in the month of September to do what she did. Like that she knows without a doubt, like the vision is crystal clear. And I told Kyle, I'm like, the sad thing is, so many people in this world, they don't even know what it means to have a why. And I have to tell you guys, today's my 9-year anniversary in LifeVantage. And this past week, I think I had one of the biggest aha moments I've ever had in my 9 years. And I did a live about it. And it was a realization that I was so focused. I was holding on to the things I was afraid of losing. And that fear of loss and that fear of what I might leave behind, or the fear of what we might not have, that's holding me back from being the best that I can be. And then today on the mastermind Zoom, Michele and Sean had Eric flippin' Worry on there with us. And for him to talk about the fact that he's building a $20 million room, virtual room that he said is like a spaceship for GoPro in December, and talk about his vision, I was thinking, like, there is such another level for every single one of us that is so flippin' high, we think we can't even reach it. But don't you want to reach it? Please tell me you want to reach it. Like, knowing that it's there and knowing that it's possible for you, we can't not go after it. Like, what a waste. You have to go after it. I see your faces. I know who's on here. So I'm holding you accountable. Like, I'm going to make sure that you do that. Like, we have to do that. And we have to share and show other people and tell them what it's like to have a why, and that they can let go of some of the stuff they've had in their past because it's not serving them, and they have to let go of it. And I just believe that that's a huge part of Michelle's story. So that's a long intro, and it's Michele, I don't want to say what you've done. I want you to tell us. I want the team to take it all in. Just fill us with your story and why you're doing what you're doing today. And thank you for saying yes. I'm so happy you're here.
You're welcome. So how long do we have?
Just go. It's okay.
Okay. So first thing is happy anniversary. So I'm super proud of you to be here that long. And they say in network marketing, the people who stay 10 years in one company and build for all 10 years will always go to the top rank in the company. So you're close. So good job. So I've been in network marketing for 16 years. So I want to tell you how I got in network marketing, and then I'm going to tell you about the pool and all that stuff. But I wanted you to know who I am, because as you're building, if you meet someone that resonates with my story, I want you to use me, please, for three-way calls, because I am about the team growing, not my team, our team, the whole team. And I think it's funny when you said you were going to hold people accountable. We did have 16 people on and one dropped off. So it made me kind of laugh, but I see they're back on, so that's good. So they didn't scare them away too long. Made me giggle. Okay, so we've got Sassy in the back. We've got some music going on. We're going to just learn together, and we're going to have fun. So that's my number one requirement in life, is we must have fun. Because why would you do it if you're not having fun, right? So have fun. So I had a lot of fun in September. And was it a lot of work? You bet. But did I love it, love it, love it? Yes, I did. So, so people always ask me, 16 years in network marketing, I've been in 3 companies. This is company 3. So company 1, I was with for 10 and a half years, and I was not looking. I was a dean at a community college teaching adult education, and I was teaching adults how to learn, keep learning always, and hiring all the instructors, doing our curriculum, that kind of stuff. And I went to a meeting, a seminar, and someone said, they were using this service. I wrote it down, and then like 2 weeks later, I called that person. They didn't call me back. There's a hint for you. Call people back. And she didn't call me back, so I Googled it, and I called the company, and I said, I want to buy this service. And they said, you can't. We're a network marketing company. I said, well, I know a little bit about network marketing. Assign me someone. So they sent a guy to me, and he came out and he did I had credit card in hand, and he took me through his sales spiel, which I didn't want to do. I already knew I wanted the biggest pack, and he still sold me. And in fact, he downsold me. He told me I'd never do anything with network marketing, and that I didn't have what it took to probably build a big business. And I told him to move out of the way, that I was going to blow up his organization. And I literally went to the top of that company, and I was there for 10 and a half years. And that's where I learned attraction marketing. And then I wasn't making enough money there. I was building, but I was only feeding my habit. So I'd only pay for my products, and there wasn't wealth there for me. And I knew there was more. Nobody was making money in that company. So we all departed. Some people are still there, but they're still poor. So, so company 2 was a health and wellness business. And I had always been told, don't build health and wellness. They fold, they whatever. So I had all these beliefs about health and wellness. And I was like, okay, but my friends were doing it and I knew we'd have fun. So I joined a health and wellness business and I was there for 4 years. And last year, I was the #1 international recruiter and I won the company's highest award. And so I did very well there, to the point that, and I tell people my story. I was married years ago. My first husband found a new wife in a bar. And so I was a single mom forever and raising my kids by myself. And I always had the desire to do more for my children. So I went back to school, which ties into my why. I got a bachelor's and a master's, and I have $100,000 in debt, with student loan debt. And that I'm not the only one in the world with that story. And so I knew network marketing would help me pay that off. And that's the number today. I don't know what it was then. I've ignored it for so long that it's grown. It's like, I don't know if anyone has that story, but I just have. I've just avoided it and put it off and put it off and put it off. Well, I did remarry and we had one together. So I had mine, his, and ours. So 5 kids total. 2 of them are deceased in 2017. My oldest daughter died in a single car accident the same night that I told my ex-husband I was moving out, that we needed to figure us out, and it wasn't working. So it was a very hard weekend. And so I did move out, and network marketing provided me enough income where I could support myself. It's only because of network marketing that I actually got out of a very toxic relationship. And we live in our dream home. My mortgage is paid every month by network marketing. And I'm raising my beautiful 13-year-old who's the only one still at home. The rest of them are grown adults and they don't need me anymore unless they need something, which is okay. But that's my story, is I had to rebuild myself so many times. And in the process of being in a toxic relationship, I had 6 surgeries in 5 years. I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. They told me I'd be in a wheelchair in 6 months if I didn't change my life. So my husband heard wheelchair. My mom heard wheelchair. I heard change your life. So I quit my corporate job without notice, and and I got rid of the stress, and I started a new business at home. So I am a virtual assistant. I do that about 25 hours a week. And I work with top performing network marketers and entrepreneurs who can't get all their stuff done. So that's how I met Michele Poe. I am her virtual assistant, and we worked together for over a year before I said, hey, does your product help with blood sugar? Because in December, my blood sugar was too high. I did keto, and I tracked in my last company, we were a keto company, and I tracked my blood sugar. And I was like, why is my number up all of a sudden? She said, slam dunk, 3-way call. So, and I'll get to the power or the 25 in a second. So, because this is important to know this. And so I started on NRF2 only. And Michele knows that I was a customer 3 or 4 years ago with LifeVantage. Someone else enrolled me, but they never ever told me about what the science did. I watched an ABC video and they wanted me on auto ship, and I never heard from that person. They didn't educate me. They didn't plug me in. They didn't teach me the science. They didn't talk to me about a business. I'm a network marketer. Are they crazy? And so I re-enrolled under Michele and Sean Poe, and it's been an awesome journey ever since. And in February, I did buy the Platinum Pack because it was a gift to myself. It's a business investment, and I wanted the best experience. So I knew NRF2 was great. This is a claim, so do not share this publicly. My blood sugar in 1 month went from 260 to 99. That's how well this works. So if you have someone that has diabetes, blood sugar, pre-diabetes, I'm your girl. I can talk to them into any product we have. They need it. And I just went and had my A1C. They said my A1C would have been 8 or 9 in December, but I was too scared to test it, so I didn't. So I just tested it last month, and they said, I'm not even pre-diabetes, I'm normal. Like, I don't even have diabetes or pre-diabetes. Like, I'm normal. I was like, yes. So I got a clean bill of health across the board, except for overweight, which we're working on. So it doesn't happen overnight. I like food and food likes me. So it is what it is. But but that's why I'm in a health and wellness company, is I have to fix that part of it too, right? Is because that's part of my story.
Michelle, real
yeah.
quick, what about the MS diagnosis?
So I decided when they put me on a list and they said, you're sick, you're sick, you're sick, you're sick, and I got emails and MS walk and all this stuff, I actually did a mindset shift and I said, take me off all your list, take me off the MS whatever list of people that are sick. And I said, and when I became pregnant with Danelle, they said the medicine is bad for the baby. And I told them, if the medicine is bad for the baby, the medicine's bad for the mom. And I said, shred my file, I'll never be back. And that's when I quit my job. And I literally was so sick between June and February of 2006. But since mid 2006, I have actually been, because what I did is I joined this health and wellness company and I detoxed. I get all the heavy metals out of my system. I detoxed. I literally cleansed my body from the inside out. And I've been symptom free for 13 years. Yeah. So health and wellness works. So nobody can ever tell me that health and wellness doesn't work.
And mindset.
Mindset. Yeah. So if someone has MS, I would love to talk to them as well. Most people with MS have been fed, they're sick, they're sick, they're sick, they're sick, and they believe it. So they have to want to be better in order to get better, because otherwise they won't. It's that way with every disease there is. So, okay, so then that brings me up to speed. So, so in February, I was transitioning to our company. I have a non-compete. I cannot talk to any of my customers. I cannot talk to any of my distributors, because as the top rank or the top enroller in the company, you cannot take everyone with you. And they would have come if I would have let them. So I left them alone, and I've told everyone that has approached me that I can't talk to them. And when I resign, because my income is so much here, after 1 year, I'm free to talk to anyone I want. So I'm building my LifeVantage income so I can resign. That is one of my intentions, is I will resign so that then I can recruit anyone in the world I want. So we're working on that. But I want to be respectful. I want to be the network marketer that people love to do business with because of my integrity. So I will be that person. And if they go join something else, they'll be unhappy again someday. I will then get them then. It's all good. They're all coming. So it's all good. So, so in February, I went to Cancun, just so you guys know, that was my first exposure to the culture, is I wanted to see what the culture was like. And I walked around and I talked to people in the audience and I was like, why do you like LifeVantage? What's your favorite product? What's the problem with LifeVantage? And I asked the most questions, and the person who asked the most questions wins. So I decided I loved your culture, and I love Michele and Shampoo, and I love Upline. So I joined, and then I struggled. COVID happened. I lost $4,000 in my traditional business with COVID. And I was like, I don't know how to survive. And so I kind of got depressed a little bit. So between March and now, I just literally was like, I don't know how to do this. I don't know where my place is. And I am of the belief that in network marketing, you must earn the right to be heard. So guess what? I have earned the right to be heard when I got 5 shares. So, so you haven't heard very much from me, but guess what? I did the work. And so now I get a shares, because I have a lot to share, but I hadn't earned the right or the position to share yet. As a Pro 3, we're not the people that are sought out for information. But I will tell you, you are a leader regardless of your rank. So I want you to hear that again. You are a leader regardless of your rank. So because I will go all the way to the top, and I know all of you will go all the way to the top if you decide to. So nobody can make you, you have to decide to. So how it works is building your business every day. So my goal for September was 1 in the pool, 1 pool share, 1. And how did that turn into 5? Well, August 30th, I don't post on social media about LifeVantage hardly ever, because I have a non-compete. So I can't, because they'll all see it. And the owner of that company said, if you post about your new company and you're friends with your downline or your customers, and then they want to buy from you, that holds up in court that you broke your non-compete. So I was like, great, I can't share on social media. So I decided that I was going to share. I was just going to do it my way. So I took a whole bunch of before and after pictures of hair care that, like, you could see their scalp, and I'm like, they were bad. And I was like, So I posted online, I'm like, the best hair care ever. And I put my own story there. In February, I shaved this side of my head. I do not know what came over me, but I did. It was like gone. And I've been using the hair care, and my hair is full length now. And my hairdresser is like, girl, what are you doing? And my hair is thicker because when I lost my daughter, I lost chunks of hair. And I was telling you, hair care, hair care, hair care. And I got 34 people that commented and liked. And I messaged all of them back information that night. Like, I didn't wait the next day or 2 days later. As soon as I saw their post, I messaged them information. I sent them the link to the website so they could do their own due diligence, read about it, look at the PDFs, look at the usage, look at the cost. Like, I'm not going to do it for them. And I told them that they had to have it. And nobody, like, I had one person, I think, buy immediately out of 34. And I was like, okay, what am I doing here? So I just took it offline, and I stayed in touch with all of those people, every single one of them. And so I'm going to read down my list and tell you what these people bought. And Christina Bleeker was my first person that bought. She bought hair care this month. Helen Gerhardt bought a platinum pack this month. And she was the person that has been watching me on Facebook. She was in my first network marketing company, and she's been watching me. And she's like, I don't know what you're doing, but could you tell me? I'm like, yeah, sure. So this is my line that I always say, and I have this written down so you don't have to write it down. I'll give it to you. It says, I've fallen into something. I would love to know if you would be in, or I've fallen into something. I'd love you to watch it. And I said, it's going to take 11 minutes of your time. And then I want to know what you like. I want to know what questions you have. And I'm going to ask you to make a decision if you want to buy products or join my company. Right? I'm telling them what I want. And unless they have 11 minutes and they agree to those 3 things, they don't get that video. So they have to agree. And I say, do you have time right now to watch this? And they say, no, I can do it in 2 hours. I say, great, I'll put an alarm on my phone. In 2 hours, I'm going to text you to see if you have 11 minutes then. If you do, I'll send the video then. Like, I do not send the video unless they have time to watch it. I do not. Because otherwise you're giving control to someone else. So I send the video, and then I say, hey, what'd you like? They tell me what they like. I say, what questions do you have? They tell me their questions. And I say, even if I know the answer, I act totally dumb. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't even know the answer to that. Hold on one second. And I 3-way text Michele and Jean Paul and be like, I'm sorry, it's midnight. My person has a question about hair care. Can you answer this first thing in the morning? And I literally do Facebook texts and Facebook messengers. That way the person knows it won't be till tomorrow morning at, whatever time, 5 a.m. when Michele Poe wakes up, or it'll be in the middle of the night when she can't sleep because she's had too much Axio. I don't know, but I just let it be what it is. And then we 3-way. And then as soon as we 3-way and get all their questions answered, get them excited, then we get on the phone and we're like, oh my gosh, I have to meet you. I just love you. So Michele and I get on the phone with them, and we do a Zoom or a Facebook video or something. So then we have face connection, voice connection. And you can see all we're doing is tapping them into the system. We've taught them what we want them to do. Add them to Vitality Living, we tag them, we literally, so if they're interested in hair care, every hair care post I can find, I tag them in. And they're like, crazy woman. I'm like, yeah, this works. Why would I do the work when the system will do it for me? So, okay, so there's that. Janine bought a platinum pack. She's also a Facebook watcher. 8 of the people that joined last month were referrals. So let me tell you how I got 8 referrals that ordered. So I have a book, and there's a video on this. You don't have to take notes. I've got 3 sections. There's guest, which I call my prospects guest. They're not prospects. They're not potentials. They're guests. They're looking. They are my guests. I love these people. My team, they're not distributors. They're not downline. They're team. And then I've got customers. Again, these are my people who bread and butter residual income. These are the people your goal is to take guests and make them customers and make your customers team. Do you see the process? And so I called through this book. I did guests first, and I'm like, hey, is timing right for you? I just asked the question. I've already had conversations. I know what they want. No, or yes, or whatever. Nobody said no or yes right then. So I went to customers and I said, hey, I know you're already ordering, but I'm actually almost close to getting a bonus. And I'm wondering if you know anyone that would love our products. And most people are like, nah, I don't know anyone. I said, listen to me. What products do you love? And they would tell me what product they love. And I said, I want you to think of who in your life could benefit from that product. here's my link. I texted it to him right then. And I said, you call them and tell them about what you love about this product. Ask them if they want it. If they do, you enroll them. You have my link. That way you know how to enroll people. So 8 of the 25 were referrals, and I didn't even talk to them. My customers did it for me. Okay, so there's that. And then Carol, she wanted fat burn because my company discontinued it. She was a former customer, but don't touch. Danita, Lori, and Pamela bought hair care because they saw my post. Stacy Nelson saw on Facebook I needed one more share to be in the pool twice. And Sean and Michelle texted me that morning and said, you have enough volume for 2 shares. And so I went and looked at the promotion. And I was like, no, I don't. I have enough volume for 4 shares. I just need the people. So then I was like, move over, Sean Poe, game on. So Stacy Nelson saw my post that I needed one more to be in the share twice. So I said, hey, it's time now. And she goes, you know, I saw your post on Facebook that you need one more to get a bonus, and I would love to help you. So she ordered Axio. She has a traumatic brain injury. She was in a car accident. She needs this. She just did me a favor by ordering it now, but she really does need it. So, and then I was done at 10. And then I told Sean and Michelle, if I get one more, we'll run for 15. And order 11 came in. It's someone I have been talking to. And we just the night before did 3-way text with Michelle Poe. We were talking about all the products. And so she ordered that day. I did not ask her to, she just did it. And then literally, Christy Sempervivo Smith, I've been talking to her since February. And she's followed me in every network marketing company, never joined, never been a customer. She ordered hair care. My aunt ordered hair care. Lori, she ordered Tri-Synergizer for her husband because he gets to be the guinea pig, is how she quoted. I'm like, fine, I don't care what you call him. My sister, number 15, I called her and I said, I'm gonna get 3 shares in a bonus pool. I just need one more customer. And she said, what do you need me to do? I'm like, I'm not calling you to buy anything from you. I'm just celebrating with you. And she goes, tell me what your products are. So I said, you know what? Will you just buy a lotion? I'll buy you lunch. I'll give you $15. I don't care. And she goes, I'll buy your stupid lotion. Here's my credit card. So she bought my lotion and I was like, fine. And then I was like, you know what? I can get shares by selling lotion because I have the volume. Are you kidding me? Everyone I know needs $15 lotion. So then I called my customers back and I said, who do you know that needs $15 lotion? And my one girlfriend called 6 friends and they all bought. So she did it. I didn't talk to those people. She sent my link. They bought it. So that put me at 21. And at 21, I couldn't stop. So Lori, that put me at, so that put me at actually 23. So then Lori Asen, she wants to be a Platinum Pack distributor. So she's gathering the money. She's a nurse and she's out of work because of COVID. So she doesn't have the money yet, but I said, so she told me no earlier in the day when I called her. And I called her back and I said, listen to me. I've discovered that you can just buy a $15 lotion. You can become a customer. You can then have your own portal where you can order anytime you want. And when you're ready to build, when you're ready and you have that money, we'll upgrade you. We'll buy your Platinum Pack. And by then you'll already know enough to just hit the ground running. She joined with a lotion. And then my 25th person was a person who stood up in my wedding and I was running out of people. I called everyone in my book. Nobody was on Facebook. I was like, oh, Lord have mercy. I need one. I'm not stopping here. So I called my best friend and I said, I see you're at dinner. I saw it on Facebook. I need your credit card. And she said, what do you mean you need my credit card? I said, you're buying lotion. If I have to give you the money, I will. But I'm sure your body needs lotion. You live in Colorado. Your skin is dry. And she said, I'll give you my credit card. So she texted it to me. I told her, don't ever text your credit card, but she did it anyway. And so that put me at 25 and I was exhausted when I went to bed. And I did no client work that day. I literally was like, okay, 6 hours. That's not a thing anymore. That was like, 16 hours. It was a very long day, but we had so much fun. And every time I got a pack, I would text Michelle and Champo. And then they started a thread with everyone upline. And so everyone upline all the way to Carrie Dickey was like, I was like, I got number 12, I got number 13. And every time they were like, woo, woo. And so we celebrated all the way to 25, every single one that went in. And it was just so much fun. So I have a goal, and I do not know that I can do it, but I didn't know I could do 16 in one day. I had no clue. So I have a goal for Rocktober, and that's 50. And this is the thing I want you guys to hear. I don't know that I can do it, but I'm going to try. So, so I work 25 hours a week doing virtual assistant work. I started a 40-hour-a-week job selling infrared saunas. So if you know anyone that wants infrared saunas, I'm your girl. And the shameless plug. And then I also, and the reason I took that job just recently, guys, is because guess what? I don't need the money from that job, but my student loan debt does. So 100% of the pennies that I make from selling infrared saunas is going directly to my student loan. And guess what? I have no credit card debt. I own my vehicle. So guess what? When that is paid off, I'm free. I can just build LifeVantage if I choose to. So in the meantime, I'm going to replace my virtual assistant income with LifeVantage. I'm going to pay off my student loan debt with infrared sauna sales. And then guess what? All that's left is LifeVantage. So you can see where I'm going, and this is why. I got to tell you my why. We started with why, we're going to end with why. So, and I have, in my book, I've got a video on it. I've got sample pages on it. I've got the links to buy it. I'll share it all with you guys. You guys can do whatever you want with it. But my why. So we did Tony Robbins earlier this year, and I had 3 goals. One was hit my goal weight, or improve my health was the goal, but it had to do with goal weight. The second one was rid stuff in my house. And the third one was get my finances in order, which that requires a couple things. Pay off my student loan debt. I want to buy myself a Jeep. I want to buy my daughter a Jeep for her 16th birthday. She's 13. I want to have a brand new spanking Jeep with a bow on it in my driveway. That is happening. And then I want everything after that, because I don't owe any money, will go 100% to being cash to buy our next home, our forever home that I will own, and I don't need anyone to support me. It's going to be awesome. And then so happens I'll have an extra room, and if my guy comes, he can sleep there until we're married. We're good. So it's all going to be good. But it's, you know, it's just working out just fine. But you have to start with why, because if I didn't know all of that, why would I do it? Like, so it is important to know your why, and that makes it fun, because guys, I was thinking I was going to get 1 share. I was blessed to get 1. 5, oh my gosh, I'm so elated. Like, there's only 1 person that had 1 more share than me in the company. I was pissed when I found out, just so you know. I was like, oh, hell no, I'm doing 10 this month. So I was mad. I was like, oh, I got to get their name. I got to find out who they are. Watch them on Facebook. So I just think it's important to have fun, because guess what, Laura, she's my running buddy. So Laura and I text and say, how was your day? What are you doing? And we keep each other accountable, because we're going for our next promotion together. So find someone you can run with and just be really accountable to them. And like I told her, I did nothing with lunch today, except for I've been on 3 calls. But that's something, right? Because it's building belief in me that I can do this. So it's not always prospecting. Sometimes it's just belief in yourself. So, because after you've not believed in yourself, it's important to believe in yourself. So,
Michele, okay, wow, that was so good. Like,
Wow.
we all need to watch this back, and I need to take super notes. But your posture, like, where does your posture come from? Does it come from that crystal clear vision? Because you guys, when she shares her why, it's a clear vision. Like, you believe it, right? Like, we believe what she says. We know it's going to happen for her because of the ways that she delivers it.
well, God is my source. So God is the source. So we give God glory for everything, because without him, we don't get more blessings. So God is the reason that I've been blessed, and is the reason I'll continue to be blessed. And it's the reason that God's put people in my path that I can bless and be a blessing to. And along the way, like, I met you guys. You guys touched my heart that night that we had that call. Like, I was in tears because I needed you to be in my life. So I need you guys as much as you need me. So we're just doing this together. I'm a regular person, guys. I literally sucked at network marketing forever. I just decided one day that, you know, it's as much energy to suck at it as it is to be great at it. And I just decided that I was going to win. And it truly is a decision that I was going to be the best. I'm not just going to be a good network marketer. I'm going to be the best. And I will be one of those people on stage speaking international conferences around the world, teaching people they can. And it's because I believe that God will, I believe I was meant for the stages of the world, and the model, the roadmap, the vehicle is network marketing. I believe God will literally bless so many lives and give them eternal hope because of how I live my life. I don't have to tell them the salvation story. I just have to live my life. And people want what I have. They want freedom, they want time, they want health, they want relationships, they want what I have. So I just have to live it really well.
So that's the secret to your posture. Like, I'm just really asking, because the way that you led your customers and the way that you lead them to, well, you get the information. Like, you're not convincing anybody. And it seems like you're completely unattached to all of those results. Yeah. Am I right?
It's
like
independent distributor. Customers who will know where the PDFs are. They can think of other people. So another thing that I do, this will be helpful for you guys. I do a customer mailer every month. So this is last month's. It's Pet Tandem, and it says, I wrote on it, this is from the back office sales tools, and it says NRF2 for dogs. And on the side, it says Pro Tandem NRF2 for horses and cats. So, and literally, my customers know when they enroll, they're going to get an educational piece every month. So all I texted them was look for blue envelopes I got from Amazon. This fits in it. I can give you this link as well. But every month I have a different color envelope, and they either get, the catalog is the big one, but the rest of them are the small ones. And there's no other note, no thank you, no nothing. Educational piece, stick it in the mail. When they think of a cat, dog, or horse, who are they going to think of? You. That's right. It's education. That's it. So they know they're getting a mailer with no fluff. They're in a customer group where I can love on them. They're in Vitality Living where I can tag them. And they all know, I always bring up, if you want to upgrade and build a business, I'm going to guide you. I'm going to help you, but there's no pressure by that, but I am going to tell you about it. Right? So like, I'm talking like twice in their whole lifetime with me as a customer, but I will ask them again, when they first join, are you sure you don't want to do the business? If they say no, I say, great. And at some point in their journey, I will ask again, because every 6 months things change. So how? Posture. So I've done a lot of personal development. So I did Psy seminars. I've done Tony Robbins, only one, Tony Robbins, Unleash the Power Within. I read every single day. I journal every day. I self-care every single day. I sit in my sauna and just think for 30 minutes. That Earl Nightingale post that Michele Poe will throw in Performance Group, 19 minutes every day. I listen to Earl Nightingale about the power of believing. If you believe and decide, you can have anything you want. So, and then, you know, part of it is probably being a Marine. Like, I just don't from people. You know, I just seriously am like, you know, it's either for you or it's not. And I really don't care if you can let go of the outcome. Like, I don't care if people join. I don't care if they become a customer. I don't care if they become a distributor. When you don't care, they want it. So just don't care more. It's fabulous. It's easy.
Oh, that's so good. Just don't care more. That's like there, right there. Like, drop the mic. That is it. And I love too when she said, you guys, she was like, I just decided that I was going to be great. You know, I just decided that I was going to be great. That's just what I want for all of us, is just to have that posture that we know more than our customers. We know that we know more than our guests. I love the word guests. And we are going to lead them and guide them to making those decisions. If we don't ask those questions, how are they ever going to know it's a possibility?
And I have to tell you, most of my team knows way more than I know. But guess what? I've sponsored more people than they have, because I don't get tied up in knowing every benefit of every product, and this does this, and this shows this, and this report did this, and this patent means this. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm not the expert. So I will send them to support. I will tap them into a group and tag them. Like, I'm not the answer girl. I'm not. I will point them to the tool that answers their questions. I will send them to a website and say, There's usage information. There's ingredient information. There's PDF information. If you decide this is for you, let me know. Like, I'm not the tool. I just use the tools.
And the other thing I love that you said, because I still am working on a shift in my mind with money and the attachment I have to it for survival and the fear of it and blah, blah, blah. But when you said, I don't need the money, my student loan debt does. That was big. That's a powerful statement.
I have a book, and if literally I have like 300 copies of it. So maybe you and I should talk about your team, and maybe they all get a book, because you might have to pay to get them shipped to you, but you guys could all have a book. I'm like, but I'm like, because they're sitting in my garage, because I was like, well, I'm not going to pay to mail out 300 books. Like, if people want them, they can come to my house and get them.
What book is it?
It's called, I know you're going to ask me that. Hold on. It's really easy. So, but I don't want you to go buy it because I have it for free. It's Manifest $10,000. So I worked with a money coach for since 2008. So, and it's about your mindset around money. And just so you guys know, I know my exact number here. Let me give it to you. And most people don't know this. This is important for this conversation. Manifesting total. So since the day I got divorced, January 9th, 2018, I have manifested $517,181 or $517,181.88. So I track new money that comes into my life that wasn't already scheduled. So guess what? I just got a job that's going to pay me $100,000. Guess what? That's new money. It wasn't on my plate. I manifested that. The law of attraction, and God brought that to me. There's no question. So you can change your money story like that. So if you see a penny, pick it up. If you guys have new money, like a gift card, or like, how many of you registered for convention and you got this today? A bracelet and a gift card. $25 just came to you that you did nothing for. You were going to register anyway. This is money manifested. Keep track of it. Keep a total. When you manifest more money and you celebrate all money, pennies, 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 pennies. This is 2,500 pennies. This came to me. I did nothing for this. I was going to convention anyway. So when you celebrate money, more money comes.
Amen, sister. Okay, you guys, one last thing I want to say real quick too is just the power of consistency. We have to stay consistent. I don't want any of you, and I know some of us were, right? At the end of last month, when it's all the celebrations are coming in, and it's so easy to look at that and then put yourself in the mode of comparison, and you're not there. You have to let go of that mindset and just stay consistent with what you're doing, because I'm not kidding. Those 3 customers I had in that first day of the month were strictly because of follow-up. Those were people that I'd been working on, and it just so happened that October 1st was their day. Couldn't believe it. But it was also within that same week that I basically surrendered that fear of holding on to and that fear of what I could lose. I completely let go of that. I walked around that day after I heard that podcast, and I was like, thank you for my phone. Thank you for this pen. Thank you, money, that we could do this for I was thankful and thanking out loud everything in my life just so I could get that into my mindset. And on October 1st, I come downstairs and I'm like, Kyle, God is so good. Look what he's teaching me. Like, I just knew. Like, it was just the lesson of letting go and surrender and not being so attached to the numbers and what's not happening, but just staying consistent and serving over and over again. And then along the way, you build this amazing posture like Michele has, where you just know that you know that you know, and your vision is so clear, like you're just going to have so much fun. And it's so true what you said too, Michele, that it is, how did you say it? Like the energy that it takes to like not be moving and to just go at a snail.
I think I said suck.
Suck. Yeah, like That is no joke. Like, sister's been there. Like, that is exhausting. That is so exhausting. But the energy you gain when you decide that you're going to go and you're going to surrender the results and just have fun. Oh, the joy that comes from that.
And
you're
be a thoroughbred. Like, put your blinders on. No distractions. So you get to decide, like, oh, Laura's close to Pro 4. Like, oh no, I'm gonna not get there. Like, no, thoroughbred. Let's talk to people. Like, that's the money making activity. Like, don't look at other people. Like, don't, if you're building together, husband and wife, you worry about what you do best. You let your spouse do what they do best, and you don't try and make them be you. Like, just literally build your business. You share. If you're not getting Performance Club every month, talk to more people. Mm-hmm. If you don't know who to talk to, go on Facebook and look through your friend list. Like, we say that all the time, but how many of you have really done it? Right? I have 5,000 friends. There's no way I'll go through all those people ever. There's too many. So I will never run out of prospects, right? Ever. LinkedIn, Facebook, meetup group. Like, I love to play cards. I love to dance. I love to eat Mexican food. Taco Tuesday. I'm just going to go stand at Taco Bell on Taco Tuesday and recruit everybody because I love tacos. Like, like, it's really easy, this business. You just have to talk to people.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Well, I appreciate you so much for coming on tonight. You are just a joy. Your laugh is infectious. I know you always hear that, but what you've been through and the way you've learned to use it and share it with us tonight, such a gift, such a gift. We thank you so much.
And help people if you don't know.
Yes, absolutely.